Hi, and welcome back to part 2 of the LoFi unboxing of the ScanSnap ix100 by Fujitsu. So in part 1 we had the excitement of opening the box a la unboxing. Part 2 here, we're just going to give a quick test to see if it works. So in the time that has passed between part 1 and part 2, I followed the instructions which say very clearly to download the what's it called, ScanSnap home application before switching it on, etc, etc. So, and they're quite clear about that in the packaging. As you'll remember, there's this warning that says very clearly, install software before plugging in the scanner. So we've done that. It took quite a while. It's quite demanding, particularly if you're trying to install that application on an older machine on Windows 7. It's quite particular. It needs the latest version of the Windows.NET framework, etc, etc. But we've done that now, so we should be able to do a test. We'll move the box out of the way here. To start the thing, you just pull down the front hatch like that. Now I've configured the Wi-Fi already. That's fairly straightforward. Again, the instructions are fairly clear on how to do that. There they are. Yeah, so you'll see you power it up. It'll give you obviously a battery indicator, full charge. From 0 to full took about 20 minutes using a USB cable connected to a laptop. And then configuring the Wi-Fi was actually fairly quick. Once you have the ScanSnap software, what's it called, ScanSnap home software installed, once that's in and working, then the configuration manager is actually quite straightforward and easy to use. So I've opted for the local Wi-Fi through the router here, through the modem, rather than direct to the computer, meaning that multiple computers can you can configure it for multiple machines in the same network, but you can read all that when you install it yourself. So here I'm just gonna give it a go. It's got a sensor which detects that there is something to scan, and then when you hit scan, the application fires up on your machine and it sends it through. So you'll notice that if you're dealing with limited desk space, it can be an issue on the other side when it feeds through, banging into things. So it's got this great feature where you can just tilt that up, get rid of that previous scan, and just feed it in again, hit go, which you can also do remotely using the application, and see how it just kind of feeds it back. So you could, in theory, just kind of slide the device right up against, you know, as whatever surfaces you're working with, and just bang it in like that. You notice it took the second one right away. It's got this feature where you can just leave the scan open, as it were, and you'll see it's still flashing. And so with the multi-page document, just keep feeding it through and keep going like that. And it has a duplexing option as well if you tell it that you're scanning two sides of a document. So that concludes part 2. Probably if there is a part 3, it will be testing out the text recognition software that is bundled with it, to see how good that is in detecting handwriting and coding that using the software. But as it stands, I think we're in good shape. So yeah, go and get one. They're good.